Let's dive right into the iHeartRadio Music Awards because they were last night. And the show had some great moments. So number one, Beyonce received the Innovator Award and used the moment to ask people to be more open to the joy of art. Listen.
Tonight, you call me an innovator, and for that, I'm very grateful. Innovation starts with a dream, but then you have to execute that dream, and that road can be very bumpy. To all the record labels, every radio station, every award show, my hope is that we're more open to the joy and liberation that comes from enjoying art with no preconceived notions.
Beautiful. Meryl Streep honored her friend Cher with a touching speech before she took the stage to receive the Icon Award. Cher was then joined by Jennifer Hudson for a performance. Let's take a listen. Nice. I love it. What a performance. Okay, so where do we want to begin? You want to begin with Beyonce?
Sure. Let's begin with Beyonce.
What did you think of her speech?
I really appreciated Beyonce's speech because, one, she's also saying for as much as everybody wants to be like Beyonce, there's a lot of work that goes into, it's not just an image that she's created and cultivated. She's put so much work behind that. And I think what she was speaking to towards the end of that clip was the idea of gatekeeping. And there's a lot of industry gatekeepers, regardless of what industry you're in. And those are people who have a certain degree of power and are able to determine what something's going to look like or feel like culturally. And a lot of times, because of our just implicit biases, it kind of cultivates a very homogenized representation. And I think it is important for someone like Beyonce, who is at the very top of her game, to whom much is given, much is required, and she doesn't have to speak out on these things. Beyonce would be okay, but clearly she's doing it in order to amplify other voices that don't have that type of platform, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, very selfless of her. I love her. And then another moment that a lot of people are talking about, I want to show you this photo because a lot of people did not know that Cher and Meryl Streep, have been really dear friends for 40 years. And a lot of people think they've tried to recreate the photo. I mean, there is some similarities, but Meryl Streep and Cher on the right, that was for the movie, if someone wants to refresh my memory, Silk Road.
Silkwood. Yeah. I think Silk Road is a video game. Yeah.
You don't have to follow.
But
right,
no,
we can get to the fashion. Let's get to the fashion.
Yes, let's get to the fashion stuff.
There we go.
Steph's here. All right, well, we can't talk without an award show. We can't talk about an award show without talking fashion. Steph, these are some interesting looks.
Oh,
but let's start off with Queen Bee because she looks gorgeous.
Of course, because it was, as ever, whenever she turns up, it's her night. Let's not forget. Right. So she was looking her cowboy Carter best in this vintage black leather look from Versace. The iconic gold Medusa logo was included, plus a duo of fantastic belts, and it was finished off with a cowboy hat. She looks phenomenal.
Steph, do you think we're going to see the double belts come into style maybe this summer? Kind of very 80s breakdancing.
You know, I really think if Beyonce wears it, we are going to see that trickle down into mainstream.
I like that.
I just don't see how people can't look at that. I mean, we'll look at it and think, can I recreate it? We'll put it on at home, and it probably will never look like this.
I want to come to work tomorrow with that outfit.
But I love it.
Let's take a vote before that happens.
I absolutely love it. And then we've got country singer Lainey Wilson, also wearing all black. Bell-bottom pants, a bit of feathers, another black cowboy hat.
Now, we liked her look at the Grammys as well, right?
Yeah, I think she always steps up. I love the fact that she's got all the feathers.
Al, really get into this fashion.
I was like remembering a month ago.
I know.
He's like, I remember. Yes, you do, Al. Katy Perry opted for a very barely there look. She had a black mesh dress with little red bows along the side.
Fire.
Very Lenny Kravitz.
Yes,
it is.
fire.
I love those big glasses as well. I mean, she looks fantastic, doesn't she? Jennifer Hudson, looks stunning. Long sleeve metallic dress with a bit of a feather cuff. The only one on the red carpet not really wearing black. But she looks wonderful. Rapper Ice Spice wore a daring black look with a black zip-up jacket over a revealing mesh
zip-up
top with a long skirt. She looks fab. And then we've got Niecy Nash. She wowed in a black floor-length pantsuit with white long sleeves. I feel like she always gives timeless Hollywood.
So many
she?
different looks
Always.
in this award show.
There are, Al. Yeah.
It is different. Everybody else is just sitting there. I like
And
this.
we can't forget Nickelodeon dance mom star JoJo Siwa turning heads in this crystallized black bodysuit with a combat boot, very dramatic makeup.
People are going after her, Steph, and I want to defend her. She's 20 years old, and she's wearing that specific outfit because she has a new video and a new song coming out April 8th called Karma, and she's simply promoting that look.
It's giving me Kiss.
I
really
like it.
Hardcore
I'm into it.
Kiss.
But when you put that on, you have to accept some pushback.
Yeah, of course.
But I
It's a
feel like
little
she's
random.
always really out there with her style and her hair and the colours in which she wears. She's not one to be shy and like in the background, is she?
True.
So
Looks
good for her.
Good for her. Okay, this is a moment that a lot of people have been chatting about online, so I want to dive right in. An American Idol contestant had a very awkward and heated exchange with Judge Luke Bryan during Sunday night's episode. Now, after her performance, Luke called her voice shaky. She then went backstage and made a snarky comment, but then was invited back out for a second chance, and things got heated. Let's watch.
Is your voice okay, Luke? I haven't heard you sing. Obviously, I can sing.
We are glad that you get another opportunity. And like I said, in this moment, your moment, we want you in the most comfortable situation possible.
Okay, so with that being said, can I have a chair perhaps? Because I'm getting a little shaky.
Gonna leave with the maybe we'll do American Humble at some point.
It was really awkward. Listen, I fully agreed why she was upset in the beginning, because she had this whole unique plan, and she's a terrific singer, with the piano player there to do her own rendition of the specific song, and apparently the piano player did not do some sort of part that she wanted, and they gave her another shot. But the back and forth, and Luke Bryan was very calm, cool, and collected into the very end. And even at the very end, he said that off camera when she had already left. I think he felt like he had to say something because the whole room was quiet. Yeah, it just wasn't a good look.
I
have thoughts on that.
Listen, I understand when you are in a situation and you're in public and you're embarrassed. Especially when you're a younger person. This is a learning opportunity, because a lot of people feel like, you can be here for a good time, or you could be here for a long time. And sometimes your critics aren't going to look or say the things that you want them to, but a lot of times people are helping to work in your favor.
Yes.
And when you reject that, you're actually just rejecting your blessings.
Right.
That's on both sides. Like, it's important for people to understand that as someone who is trying to help someone, and as someone who's needing that help in that moment. And I think that this is a moment that she's going to look back, that she needs to learn from.
I don't know. I looked at it differently, Copy. I saw it as the Cash Me Outside moment. You know, I looked at this as a business situation. I mean, you remember she was brought on Dr. Phil to be humiliated in front of America's moms, and she took that phrase, Cash Me Outside, she coined it, she made a song from it, then she went to OnlyFans and made a ton of money there, and she's making a ton of money. And I think that there is money in steering into the curve and being like, I am the one that told off Luke Bryan. I'm representing this generation. We're not taking it from the older folks. And I think that's what she was going for. Whether she gets it or not,
I don't think
who
she's
knows?
going for that.
I think there is a lane for that kind of personality type.
All right.